If you want to gain more knowledge on Diana's jungle path and get more info on where to be at the right time, then click the link below to buy the jungle pathing cheat sheet. By the moon! Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle. Gonna be playing Diana versus Graves. For the runes, we got Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup, and then Magical Footwear and Cosmic with attack speed, ability power, and scaling HP. The same runes forever, basically. Like, I'm sure there's been kids that have been born and have grown up and gone to school, and I've still been running this same rune page on Diana. Whatever. Listen, for Diana's passive, you get bonus attack speed whenever you cast an ability. And then that lasts for a pretty good amount of time. They made it where you really can't mess it up anymore. And then every 3 autos you get that cleave. That deals AoE damage and a lot more damage to the jungle camp, so it's going to be most of our clear speed as things progress. Diana's Q is just this crescent, you shoot it and then it deals damage, but it also marks the enemy. And then with the W, you have these circles spin around you and then you get a shield whenever they collide with an enemy. They're very basic abilities. Like, they don't really, you don't have to really put a lot of thought into them. Like, I'm here, alrighty, we Q that, and then we'll wait a little bit until we cast the W, so we maintain that bonus attack speed. To the next game. Now with the Q where it marks the enemy, it makes it where your dash will reset. So the E, we dash towards the target, and then it resets the cooldown if you use it on a Q target. Now it's easier to do that when the enemy is standing their ground and fighting you, but if they're not, then you have to use the E just at the start. And that E is a 22-second cooldown. So once you cast it, it's never coming back up in a fight. And then the damage it deals is pretty menial too, just like less than an auto attack usually, so you really don't want to use it for the damage. You always want to use it for the mobility, because most of your damage comes from the auto attacks. If you're not staying on top of the enemy, simply put, you're not going to be hitting them. Alrighty, and we've cleared towards the bot side here. Doing the John full clear will give us more time to fight down here. We'll see how things conspire. So far my bot lane has them pushed in and super chunked, and my mid lane is super pushed in. Surprised I haven't seen Mr. Graves as well. But we have our smite for Scuttle if he wants to show up here. But I would have to guess that he's on the top side. And Diana's attacks on ganks is kind of bad. She's really good at skirmishes, very bad at ganks and invades. Let's see. Well, I could flank a super healthy brand or attack bot lane. Q, E, smack, smack, W. Bot lane is dead to Graves. No! Moving. Q. I didn't see this one coming up, Bob. Both sums and used and everything. Well, I guess I get the Scuttle. That Graves' full clear was super slow. As I get the topside Scuttle, I might be able to gank top lane, but nothing special. At least Gnar has Mega. Let's see. There's the stun. There's the auto. Q. Oh, E, smack, smack, smack. Okay. That works. We need to crash the wave with the Gnar. It just speeds up the whole process. The Darius is going to lose so much XP too. You always want to use that third hit on these caster minions. Getting the damage on all of them. Nice, and we can reset. Well, despite my bot lane dying, we kill top lane, we get his sums too. Blasting one, and I'll go with the Amp Tome this time. Actually, I'll go with the Dark Seal. Dark Seal will allow me to get Control Ward, and then that's going to be better for turn 2. On turn 2, the objective spawn, we got Dragon, it's going to be a Fire Dragon, and Void Grubs. We need to get level 5, which will be pretty easy, just one camp, and then we can fight for those. Or I can clear all of my camps in between as those objectives are up. Because it's not like you aim directly at the objective, they are a reward for successfully doing a play in the lanes. And that's all thanks Diana, we got to do something with our teammates. Easier said than done. It's so awkward where she doesn't have CC, I swear. Rework her W to like slow the enemy? Something. Like anything for Diana, come on. With the Blasting one and the Dark Seal, we do have a lot more damage now. Blasting one giving us 45 AP, Dark Seal 15 and 50 HP. That HP is pretty good, where all the first items were nerfed. Having that extra tankiness and then that stacking AP as we get kills and assists usually pans out for me. And if it doesn't, oh well, we lost anyways. Dude, if this Gromp gives me level 6, we signed a deal and we're on. Naturally, Gnar died to Darius in the top lane, as you do. Oh, Graves kills Dragon. Let's hit the Scryer, see where he's going. Nowhere to be found, eh? Well, I have my level 6 and the camps are done, so I'd like to make a play on the bot side. The ulti gives us damage, scoops the enemy in, and slows them. Sortie, Q, EW, smack, smack. My bot lane is super far away, so I can't really press for that one. And then we spot out the Aphelios. And they're really going to go out of their way to die, if I'm being honest. So I'll just farm the Scuttle Crab for now. Cross through mid lane. The brand is super low and those Void Grubs are up. Lord knows I'm not diving a full HP bot lane. Especially where they got Lulu. Lulu's super lame. Now, even though I see Graves right, he's level 5, I'm level 6, I don't want to invade. If I pull him into the river, it's a much easier fight. And Diana's 1v1 damage is super bad. Like, it's so lame. One person watching this, nah, but you can kill him here. I'm hearing you, but I could also just take the Void Grubs. And it's up to the enemy to stop me. Alright, they're not stopping me? Thank you very much. Smite. Gnar doesn't have Mega this time, so I'll just return to my camps. I'll be on an overstay, but it's honestly fine. Blasting Wand and Dark Seal. Versus having, like, the Amp Tome, the Dagger. The main deal is these camps are up and they need to die before I reset. All the camps. Every single one of them. Even the ones that respawn. And then if any play happens, well, as I was in the river, you know, that was the time for my plays and the lanes didn't really align with it. As plays happen now, I can show up reactively. Then in the meanwhile, just always farming. Where I said XP is everything, the only way you get it for Diana is through the camps, through the plays, and then winning the objectives. So if you're not doing one of those 3 things with your time, at all stages in the game, it's a pretty easy place to start. Pull the wolf in, and it dies to the jungle pet. Mr. Graves! Mr. Graves! I have ulti, I will beat you up. Yeah, walk right in, bud. Any abilities, guys? What are we thinking? Okay, everything is missing from my allies. I'm good. They have Lulu ulti, I can't go in. And my Draven is super low. Well, I mitigated the attack, and, you know, with these guys, maybe that's the best we could do. Not very impressive, boys. That Nami ulti. It's the size of the lane and it missed. Like, how embarrassing would that be? Like, let's say there's, like, weapons systems, you know? You can create a tsunami as a government, and then they just miss the tsunami. It's like, oh, man. Then the government goes, nah, but his movement makes no sense. Me clear the camps, me so good. I would love to do a play, but if nothing's happening, I'm fine with this too. Slowest early game ever. We have so much gold too. Since we didn't get any juice though, we don't have that Nashor's completed. We would have it completed if we didn't get the Dark Seal, but you never know, things are gonna play out. It's honestly a miracle that we're only 1 assist here at 10 minutes. Like, nothing else happens, it's whatever. But we got the component items, Recurve Bow and Fiendish Codex, a little bit more AP, and a little bit more attack speed. Lord knows Gnar needs some help up here, he only has Ninja Tabby. The best way to gank as Diana is through these lane bushes, whether it's top lane or in the bot lane. You can surprise the enemy, and that's so much stronger than just walking at them from the river. Nice, just like this. QE, ulti, smack, smite, flash, smack, 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 Q. Oh, not that Q. Come on, Gnar. Come on, Gnar. Hit him. Nice, WQ. I have to let Gnar tank. I have no way to get in and out of the fight. That was pretty messy, but we got the job done, eh? I'll honestly just reset for Nashers. It's a pretty big buy for me, instead of walking back to the Krugs. And then I can just do, or at least try for the Void Grubs. So, Nashor's Tooth, and yeah, I'll just go to the Void Grubs now. The flash was a little bit slow, so I didn't avoid the healing from Darius, and that's what made it kind of awkward, but we got the job done. All my lanes are getting pushed in. Okay, listen, Bob, my Gnar's getting ran around. Surely he dies. What does that mean? That's right, they have numbers advantage on the top side. No Void Grubs for us. Quickly, quickly, clear all the camps to the dragon. Quick, quick. Nashor's Tooth giving us 80 ability power. The real slime is in that attack speed. It gives you 50% attack speed. Combo that with the 70 we're getting from our passive right now. And we clear the camps at the speed of light, because we get way more of the third hit cleaves now. Check it out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The camp is dead. That's just kind of how it goes now. The camp is dead eventually. Once you're at like this stage, level 9, the Q is max. You really just want to spam out the abilities as soon as they're up for the camps, so that you're clearing them faster. We get a little bit of ability haste with the Nashers as well, 15, and then that on-hit damage. With that ability haste, the way you make it count is by spamming the W, spamming the Q. The sooner you cast the first one, the sooner the second one is up. Nice. So, with them taking the Void Grubs, in the meanwhile, I cleared all of my camps and the dragon. So now I have a lot of free time. I'll be taking his camps for now, but Mr. Graves should be feeling pretty nervous. We can try a play on Brand. There's no bot lane play for us, so. There's a knockup. EW, ulti, schmack. Schmack. Nice. Now we'll just push the turret. Yon sets me up, and that's simple enough. We have 3 Void Grubs ourselves, so check out this damage. The turrets too. The cleave deals so much. Oh, yeah. Nice, we're winning now. I have a shutdown. Let's reset and do it again. Their team comp easily. We're just going Ninja Tabby. And then, let's see. Ruby Crystal, Amp Tome. We'll just figure that one out later. We can turn that into a lot of stuff. And then I'll get the blue trinket. Ninja Tabby giving us armor, reduced damage from the auto attacks, and then HP from the Ruby Crystal and an Amp Tome. The HP is pretty important as we're entering the mid game here. We're going to have to start taking more damage. In the early game, it's all about dealing damage. It's all about dealing damage in the clear speed. Swing and a miss. We can turn this Ruby Crystal into a lot of stuff. Like a Proto Belt. Leandry's question mark. Our next goal is going to be ending that bot lane. Ideally, I could defend the Rift Herald too. Just try to get a flank on the Brand. Q. E ulti. Schmack. Schmack. Where'd you go? This way? Why? Why would you ever go that way? EW. Auto. Auto. Nice. So whenever they're running away, you always use that E offensively, not looking for a Q into the E. Yeah, good luck with this one. Q. Smite. Build up the Mega. W. Oh, auto. Q. Schmack. 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 Okay, I didn't get dunked on. If he got that dunk, I was literally dead. Let's reset to the bot side. Found Mr. Graves, and he stands no chance. Ninja Tabby and Nashers and all these, too much for him to deal with. Buy my components for me. Hextech Alternator and Kindle Gem. Just more damage and more tankiness here. Building into that Proto Belt to give us a dash to help us stay on top of those ranged champions. Because we're going to have to use our dash offensively, and we need the extra dash from Proto Belt to stay on top and land our ulti damage. Let's clean up all the camps at the speed of light and get it going here. So that's what's nice about Diana. In the early game, you power up so much, and then the rotation of clearing all the camps and then fighting stays exactly the same as you enter the mid game. You don't have to adjust shit. But when should I fight and when should I gank? Kill all the camps, Bob. It will solve itself. Go play for that Rift Herald. Even if those camps are up, I don't really care. No noobs in that bush? Alright. And then I'm not even reaching for the enemy. I'll just start this bad boy up, and it's up to them to stop me. That's what you'll find kind of frustrating. When you attack something actively as Diana, it's usually bad. When you just simply play it neutrally and let things happen, then it's usually good. At least I find that frustrating, because I like to slam into people. You're cruising for a bruising, Aphelios. Whoa, okay. The insta-flash, I didn't even ulti. Skirt's pretty low, so it's not worth just using the Rift Herald for. Hit it! Schmack, schmack, schmack. Let's go top lane, guys. What do you think? We have time to take this turret. Poke with the Q a little bit. Oink. Q. They've all rotated, but here's what we can do is intercept them. Oh, not like that. Q. Sorry, please don't stun me. Heal him. Run. My E's coming back up. Well, I fucked that one, Bob. I used my ulti before my E. Why do I do that so often? Hopefully I'm not the only one, but like... Whatever, man. I freaked it. Clean up these camps and then get a reset off. We want to stay near this play instead of just barreling towards Dragon, because something might happen here. We want to be here for the variance. Alright, here's the variance. Ulti. Q. EW. Smack. 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 E. Smack. Nice. The enemy kites into the jungle. Yone sets us up, and that's an easy fight. We have to wait for the second part of it because I don't have my ulti. We don't have the engage. And then Yone so kindly sets me up. I'll just leave that wave and then take the raptors and then be on my way towards the dragon. No reset for me. Hopefully you can see this pattern too. If you're on the map alive doing something, it's always high value as Diana. Hitting a camp, hitting a champion, waiting for a play, or doing an objective. That's all you got. You better be doing one of those. Let's reset, Proto Bell. What could we build that would really ruin the enemy's life? Zhonya's. An enemy has been slain. We got the Seekers and everything. These guys are gonna die, and that's fine. Clean up my blue side camps and maybe just push bot. Bot lane died. Hey, Graves, I'm gonna have to kill you. Listen, Graves is low on red buff. There's this big wave. We gotta make him pay. Show him what the Proto Belt does. Q, E, Proto Belt. Ulti, schmack, schmack. Oh, that was pretty unnecessary. I could have just hit him. Noob down. Whoosh, whoosh. Alright, check out the damage to the turret. Dong, 1, 2, dong, 1, 2, dong, 1. Whoa! Q. Well, we're gonna have to fight this one out, eh? Sorty. Ouch. Nice. Triumph. Proto Belt. W. No! Oh, if I gave it to Lulu. I thought I'd get my W, Bob. It was worth a shot. Once the enemy is hitting you, right? Especially a bruiser like Darius, don't run, don't click around, right-click them. Hear me out. Right-click them with 5,000 attack speed. Thank you. Well, we got the Zhonya's completed. That's so much stats. So we completed the Proto Belt. We didn't even get to cover that. AP, HP, ability haste, and the dash that gives us some more damage. That dash is useful to land the ulti, and because it's not going to be easy for us to get an E reset against these ranged champions, Graves, Brandon, and Aphelios. Zhonya's gives us ability power armor and the ability to go untargetable. So we can do super offensive engages and then not take damage for a little bit. Although Baron's on the board and that's our goal, we do want to just follow where the fights are happening here. Because our ulti's on a super low cooldown. We're level 14. We're super strong. It's time to spend it. This is what we farmed for, Bob. So my team's pushing bot lane. So am I. Question mark. So am I. Guys, please don't do Baron. They're just barreling the Baron, Bob. Blue trinket. They're not doing it. We're in business. Who cares about the bot push? Not me. Farm a little bit on the way out here. Kind of schizo posting. Alrighty, time for us to do the Baron. If they reset like that, their Graves is going bot side. He's all good. Sweeper. No sweeper. Nice, now we just engage on the Graves. They don't know any better? Nice. Proto Belt. E ulti. Smack W. Q. W. He slowed. He slowed. Hit him. Nice. I still have the Zonia's Bob. Q. It's fine. It's fine. W. Oh, he smite. Q. Good enough. Hit that turret. Oh, not that guy. Q. Okay, you know better. Push, 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 push. We got another wave coming. Let's see, 10 seconds on Brand. Graves is 8 seconds. Push. Smack, smack, smack. Q, smack, smack, smack. Alrighty, to the death here. Got me. Oh, okay. Final score 6-1 and 5. Nasher's dealing 900 and Protobelt dealing 200. I didn't even get to use my items. We got the lead and then we just smashed them. My Yone was legit too good. That'll put us at Diamond 177 LP. Final damage dealt 1300 with damage taken 18. Conqueror healing us 300 and Coop dealing 500. Yeah, Diana can be weird if you're looking at just the numbers because this champion's not very consistent. She's very dumb for dumbasses, you know? So the way that you have your value is step 1, farming. Step 2, doing the plays and then earning the objectives. If you skip the plays, even if you get those objectives, you'll notice it doesn't matter. Your teammates will die. You're not that strong. You're always going to have to fight your way through the game. This one was easier because I didn't die a lot. The enemy was worse. And then my teammates started winning at the second half of the early game. But even if your teammates are doing bad, you still have to fight. But Sawyer, when do I fight? When the camps are down. You don't have to force the fight, but you want to be in position near the lanes. That's where the party's going to happen. And it's always different. There's no black and white answer to that. Should I gank bot? Should I gank mid? Just be in position near somewhere, pay attention, and farm all those camps along the way. And you'll be in a good spot. Alrighty, Bob. Hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Click the join button to support the channel. And click the link below to buy the Diana Jungle Pathing cheat sheet to get even more knowledge on Diana. See you in the next game. Welcome to game 2. Check it out. Jace. Corky. Zyra Seraphine. Doesn't look like a lot of gameplay to me. You guys want to farm? I'll show you farming. We can all just farm and do nothing. Sound good? Sound like a great time? There's at least one guy watching this like, yes, finally. Farm and do nothing instead of playing active to win. Yes. We're against Graves again. It'd be super smart of him to try to invade my blue side, but we'll see. So on the far max path, we start the Raptors, and then we skip the red buff and go to the Krugs. Might as well smite these Krugs so that they respawn as fast as possible. And as we finish the clear, we're going to return to these camps and then clear them again. This will allow us to get more golden XP before our first reset, and then have more items, and then do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and eventually compound an XP lead over the enemy. All without having to fight them or do anything at all. And whenever you don't have lanes to gank or anything to play around on the first couple turns, this is totally fine. What else would we be doing? Ganking for Corky, huh? Ganking for Zyra? Or perhaps Jace? Let me know. Like all carry champions. This meta is really something. I had to start maining Skarner. If everyone's gonna pick like this. It is a shame whenever people come to me for coaching and they're like, I play for a team, which is like platinum. And then they're like, I've been adding champs to my champ pool for my team. And it's like, alright, man. You main Rengar and you want to pick up Skarner, eh? I'm sure this will go great. I'm sure you will stick to this for more than 3 days. I'm sure your team even benefits from you being on Skarner when they're all platinum players that will die 9 times. Alrighty, Bob, we're finishing the clear down here. I'm surprised Graves didn't invade my blue side. And that bot lane is pretty pushed up. Wouldn't mind paying them a visit. But Lord knows they're not going to be committed to anything. Mr. Graves. Q. Well played. Well, unlike last time, I don't really have the time to spend bot lane. If I go bot lane now, then I lose my Raptors to Mr. Graves. So, although they are low, I will be doing nothing. Thank you. Yes, I'll be doing nothing. Yes. Graves skipped camps to do that play top too, so the only way that we counter that top play is by clearing our camps even faster. So as soon as he spawns, kill them, kill the Krugs, reset, and then after we reset, that's the time where we could counter Graves killing top lane. Not immediately, as he would be doing it. That's where people really get this path wrong. You really have to stick to it and then play things slow. Low and slow. Well, top lane's gonna be fun for this guy. Whenever you have a bunch of carries on the team too, one guy has to take the bad end of the stick. Looks like it's gonna be Mr. Jace. Well, he's probably used to it. He's a top laner. Blasting one dagger and then a control ward. Where we're really playing for the farm, the attack speed's going to be a lot more useful for us because we'll be mostly clearing. And now, we just need the wolves and the Gromp, and then we're kind of done with the clear for a little bit. And then maybe we could get into Graves' jungle, or do the dragon, or just be in position for a play until our next camp spawn. Oh, I'm that fast. The wolves haven't even spawned yet. Hurry up. Yes, I'm so fast. I do nothing but farm. He's so good. Two kills for Mr. Graves and a lot of CS. That means for sure he has that serrated Dirk. And then some change, so I really don't want to fight him. If I had to guess, he's on the bot side too. So I think the key mistake people would make here is after they end their clear on bot side is trying to attack bot lane. If I go bot lane, Graves will be there, and it's just, there's no guaranteed plays down there. There's nothing going on. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Zyra and Seraphine are shooting abilities and not committing to anything. So let's go top side. Let's play for those Void Grubs. Run! Run, he has Serrated Dirk and a Wreck Trick. Run! Anyways, let's go to the top side and play for those Void Grubs. Run! A Serrated, so the Wreck Trick gives him movement speed and that extra AD. No thanks. I will not be hitting you. Okay, and he's killing my bot lane as you would expect. A standard operation here. And my counter will be these Void Grubs for now. And is this winning? Not yet, but it's you see another move, Bob, because I don't. And the key is stay on the farm, man. For the day, keep gaming. Don't get distracted by any plays that may or may not happen. That Ziggs is low, I won't be going. This is so lame. Honey, order me an Impossible Whopper. I'm gonna be doing nothing. There's no guarantee that Graves is doing Dragon, so I'll just go back to my camps. For the day, keep gaming. I have 54 CS. Phew. As I finish my Raptors here, I'm pretty sure my blue side camps will spawn pretty soon too. We'll be able to clear those. And then we'll be level 7, and then we'll have some sort of an advantage over Mr. Graves. The real trick is ever using it on this farm max path, especially when your allies are turbo feeding. That's the real trick. There she goes. For the third time today. And then any time I would have spent moving into Graves' jungle, killing his camps, moving back to mine, would have been less valuable because all my time spent since I finished those Void Grubs has been hitting camps, my camps, getting golden XP. All that travel time that it takes to invade the enemy jungler, even when they're doing a play like that, I just wouldn't get as many camps. So it's not as valuable. It also presents a random ass risk. A super lame one. Just does the enemy randomly walk in this jungle and waste all of my time? Because I would lose the game from there. With how far ahead the Graves is. Welp. Camps are done. Nothing's really happening. Pretty sure that Tri-Brush is warded too. The enemy's really not committing to anything. You have to be pretty far pushed up for me to have a play. Although meanwhile too, I'm kind of circumventing my bad early game now that I'm looking at it. I have pretty bad matchups into their lanes. They're all scaling champions, so if I can get to level 9, level 10, then my champion just functions a whole lot better with more points in that queue. And having more items in general. Alrighty, job's done. Let's reset. All the camps are cleared. Let's do it again. To the top side. Recurve Bow and then Fiendish Codex. Recurve Bow giving us on-hit damage and Fiendish Codex giving us more ability power and more ability haste. That ability haste when you have the ulti unspent means that your second ulti will come up sooner. So that's nice to have. If I can ever hit a champion. Mr. Graves hasn't recalled yet. Q. EW smite. Sortie, 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 sortie. Q. Flash. Sortie. QE. Oh, I didn't get my Q off. Well, will show me, I guess. I thought I'd be able to walk that out. Since he hadn't recalled yet, I was pretty confident, but nope. Nope. Big man Graves. Deals 1 billion damage, we know this. Scuttle acquired, though. No such thing as a bad attack. Well, he used his ulti and I didn't use mine, so I have that for the next fight. It's honestly a stupid-ass play, though, because now my camps have been up. This is the lamest part about Farm Max, Bob. If you ever attack anything, it becomes an L. Like, Farm Max is so fucking lame. So what are you waiting for? The enemy to make a mistake and then you go. Ay, ay, ay. Enemy team, go ahead and make a mistake. Allied team, no problem. Mistakes every second of the day. Enemy team, perfect play. Back to the Void Grubs. I mean, I do have all ranged champions, so 6 Void Grubs is going to be super useful for them. Nice, Mr. Graves isn't here. With his Ghost Plates Rated Dirk pickaxe that he totally earned. He knows that I can't dive in, so he turns for some damage. That's Nico. Run. Back to the camps. You have to be very uncommittal. Commit to play, die, no camps, GG. Farming is so cool. I hover towards a Corki a little bit. That's Nico as well. Now here's one of Diana's specials moves, getting into the bot lane bush. Never mind. The bot lane gave up the wave. If I can get into the lane bush, it's so much stronger. We got Graves flank, okay. Heal him. Nice, Q. That was easy. So we were just waiting for the play to start there. We're in position, we cleared our camps, kind of playing around the fog of war, and then, surprisingly, that control word I put, just to make sure that they didn't have vision of me while I clear. It really pays off. Usually that offensive position from the Graves, like, is super good for them, because that area is, like, never warded. He was also banking on the entrance not being warded. Smartest Graves player. No sweeper or nothing. Nice, we got a dragon. Well, it's probably the extent of this one. We really have to force things, and I'm sitting on 1 billion gold, guys, so I'm out of here. We have a 30 CS lead, and we can actually leverage this now. I think I'll go for Swordpin Boots, just give me more damage. And then a sweeper. Now that we can play more active on the map, the sweeper's really going to help us out. So that we don't end up like Mr. Graves. We'll know if we're on vision when we get really offensive positions, because most of their champions are ranged too, so playing with the flank is going to be way more valuable than running into them front to back. So Swordpin Boots giving us some magic pen, and Dark Seal giving us some AP. I'm choosing the damage early here because we farmed for so long. It's time to fight. And if we don't deal enough damage, then there's no reason. Into these ranged champions too, they have pretty mixed damage. Graves and Sivir dealing AD. Ziggs and Nico dealing magic damage. So there's no easy one to buy, so I just won't buy any resistances. I'll just buy the Swordpin Boots and deal more damage to all of them, versus taking less damage from some of them. Pass. Clearing all my camps down as the lane states really sucks, so. No opportunity for me, nothing new here. Mr. Ziggs, please stay. With your 2 HP, please. Sweeper. Looks like they're playing for the Rift Herald. I'll play for the camps first, and then if Sivir wants to die bot lane, then I'll capitalize on that, but you know the enemy team versus ally team. Oh. I wonder if she saw this. Apparently not. So Nico will probably disguise as a minion, and then try to attack the Zyra on the next wave. The next wave is right here. Oh! Oh, they'll just force it like this. Nice knock-up. Nice ulti. EW. Q. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. This might just guarantees it. Let's help them take the turret, you know. Seraphine and Zyra, not the best at taking the turrets. They've already taken that Rift Herald on the top side, so now we can finally take this. Dude, slowly but surely, I swear, games like this is just all about taking it slow. For whatever reason, some games just play out like this. Whole lot of fucking nothing. Give me a McNothing, please. I still have ulti, so I can get involved with this mid-fight. But they're really gonna have to mess up for me to have an opportunity. Ziggs down. Nice. Alrighty, let's try to take this turret. Alrighty, we took the turret. Sivir rotates mid. Alrighty, I will clean up my camps and then get a reset off, and we're kind of cooking. 136 CS to 98. So that's what I'm saying with leveraging the farm versus Graves' kills. Even if he gets all these kills, the only way you compete is with farm, and for the love of God, don't skip it. Like I did that one time. I still feel it that one time I skipped it. Then let the plays come to you. Let the plays come to you. You know, 120 on Dragon, I'll just stay on the map and farm everything. I don't even know if this game's going to be that useful for people to watch. Like, it's such a high level, like higher MMR, like, macro, like siphon a win out of nothing sort of gameplay. That's how it feels to me, but you'd have to let me know. Honey, I gotta shut down. Now all these ranged champions, once again, the Proto Belt's gonna be our best bet. A little bit of extra damage and HP, and then a control word for the dragon fight coming up. Their strong members are the Graves and the Sivir. The Sivir deals good damage with that collector, but she has to get in the fight and then press forward to really damage anyone on my team. So I'm not too scared of her. Mr. Graves is dead before the dragon even spawns. That's Nico. we're gonna give her some space. There she goes, walking into the river. Q. Moving. It's fine, it's fine. EW, smack, smack, smack. You give her a little space, and you'd be surprised what they do. Now imagine the alternative. I'm in this bush, and then I just walk into the Nico. They'll always walk away, Bob, every single time. If you start giving the enemy some space to maneuver around, then maybe they'll make a mistake. Then you'll have more distance to close on them, too. Urge to flash ulti, pretty high. Well, that's one of their ultis. Oh, Q. E ulti. Smack, smack. E, smack, smite. Q. Oh, sortie, 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 sortie. Alrighty, back to the dragon. Once that Graves uses his dash randomly into the wall, he's done. I dash into him, ulti. Whenever you use the ulti in your dash, the main thing you want to focus on is moving past the target and hitting them. You need to get a lot of passive procs with that cleave. That's so much of your damage when you build Nashers. It's not enough just to dump your abilities and then stand there. Wait. Oh! Okay. Sorry, I didn't have smite. Someone spent my smite. FF the game. Who cares, man? Who cares? It's a little Hextech dragon.
An ally has been slain.
Huh. Big man Shogath gonna go down. Eventually. Eventually, big man Shogath. I'll be taking that one too. We definitely want to clean up these red side camps before we reset. Mr. Graves and his crew is going to be here. Oh, really could have had that one. There's his dash, but my allies aren't following, so I'll reset. Graves is going to have his third item here soon, but luckily I'll be able to get to the Zonias. So building towards that Proto Belt, we get some HP, some ability haste, and then some ability power, as well as some extra damage. The HP covers both the physical and the magic damage. The dash will help us get onto the ranged targets and stay on top of them. And then now we can build into the Zonias, giving us some armor. And then that's invulnerability, so even when they drop the abilities from the mages, Nico's ulti, Zig's ulti, Cho'Gath's shit, we can avoid that with the Zonias. We can technically avoid a lot of their damage too. I don't know what is happening on the top side. You know me, I'll be taking the camps in the meanwhile. To the mid lane. Sivir literally shit on the wave with just the Q. Nice. Sortie. Oh. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me. QE ulti. Not gonna be enough. As I'm getting hit by 4 people. Give me a cloth armor. Shut down. Come on, man. Defend the Baron. Okay. I dealt a lot of damage to him, so I'd really be surprised if they can do the Baron. I got Graves' shield bow procced, and that thing is a 90-second cooldown. Go ahead. There you go. Good job. We also got the needlessly for the Zonias, and then now a cloth armor. I chose the needlessly because it's just as much AP as the Proto Belt, and for all of our farming, just like last time, we have to get some damage. Alrighty, I'll clear my camps down towards the dragon this time. We're level 13. Lol, I have the level lead over Graves. I'm literally going to maintain it pretty easily. Since the enemy didn't get enough of a lead, enough push on the game, they didn't progress the whole deal here. They haven't got into my jungle fast enough. Thank you, Jace. So since they're not taking my camps, they're not denying me XP, I get to just keep ramping up. Ramp up and slam into them. Any wards? What we thinking, guys? Even if they're on this, they're like definitely half-ass on it. Okay. This looks somewhat doable. Nice interrupt, but you gotta keep swinging here. If I hold the ulti, then it definitely gives me more tools. Turtle belt. Flash. E. Ulti. Schmack. Schmack. Noob down. Close. Close. Okay, to the Baron, boys. The jungler is dead. So we flash, ulti that Graves, get the ADC's flash. They're all pretty much chunked too, so that really sets up a good Baron for us. Even if you don't end up killing the enemy, sometimes just chunking them will be enough. But I farm all my camps, and then that's just how things conspired, honestly. All I had to do was reactively go towards it. What is this guy thinking? Dude, why people be like, build Leandries into Cho'Gath. It's not my job to kill that guy. It's my 4 carries on my team. It's their job. It's my job to kill the enemy carries. Getting that Baron will help us do it. We did a full clear, won the fight, and got Baron. That's as much winning as you can get. Because we're level 15, and we got a shit ton of gold now. And this Ziggs has to die. Pew. Hello. Hit him, hit him. Pew. Come here, Buster. Goodbye. Zonia's. I'm pretty tempted to get some magic resist too. Just give me that null magic and I'm not looking back, baby. Zonia's letting us go untargetable and... Oh, nice. Making our playmaking a whole lot better now. Q, E, moving, Turtle Belt. E, ulti, W. Okay, the Zonia suck, my bad. Q, run. Hit him. W, run, Q, and we're eating. My team's gonna clean them up though, it's fine. We start the fight, and they are gonna kill them all. That's 1 noob down. That's 2. And Cho'Gath can't eat that guy. He already spent it. That's 3. So worth. Yeah. Magic resist doesn't help me against true damage, I see. That's why the magic resist sucks. So we'll just sell that, pretend it never happened. An HP item. Morello's is okay. They just don't have a lot of healing. Is it really Leandries? Is that really the Schleim here, after I just talked shit on it? Surely not. Surely it's Deathcap or something. My team's gonna push with the Baron buff. We already have quite a lead, but they're just going to maintain it, getting more gold and XP than the enemy. Right now, none of them are pushing for any turrets or anything, so I have some time to farm. Come on, die. You can ward 1,000 times over, fellas. It won't help you. We're gonna push and take your stuff all the same. W. Q. Oh. Hit him. That was easy. My flash is coming up too. I think getting onto Graves is gonna be more useful for us. And Ziggs is already dead. This is the easiest push ever. Nice, so me getting the Void Grubs matter too. 18 seconds on Sivir and Nico. Protobelt, Hugh. Okay, sortie. Never mind. Never mind. The silence from Cho'Gath ruined my life. Give me a needlessly large rod. Thank you very much. At this stage of the game, when you're in the hyper late game, Death Cap is like the only item for Diana. It gives you a boatload of AP, and that's the only thing that really changes or augments what she does. No amount of tankiness, no amount of like the effects from items really matter at this stage. You can know you're in the late game around like level 16-ish. Oh, let's reset to the bot side. My team's around, but we're pretty spread out. I can solo kill the Sivir right here. Sweeper. Never mind. Hi, Ziggs. Hi. Oh. Q. E. Schmack. 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 Q. Maybe I should have just E'd to the Raptor. Because I would have had a dash. And then more distance. And I could have Proto-Belted to Sivir. Proto-Belt. Damn it. The wall. I'm really mechanically awesome this game. It's one turret taken, but that's our last minion right there. Alright, I got Flash. These guys are screwed. Flash, E ulti. Smite, auto, Q, Zonias. And I'll hit the turret. I don't know what's past you. So you want to set up the play onto the carries with that E, with the ulti. Don't even have to use Proto-Belt or anything this time. GG, final score is 7-4-7. Nashor's dealing 1,000, and Proto-Belt dealing 400. Nashor's not even really dealing that much. We didn't even really fight that much. It was mostly my carries just taking over. But because I did it low and as slow as possible in the early game, we made it all possible. So the Nashor's Tooth can just be used for the clear speed sometime like that. Alright, that puts us at Diamond 1, 78 LP, final damage dealt 1,700 with damage taken 30,000. Yep. Diana, sometimes doing a lot, sometimes doing nothing. What a weird champ. What a weird champ, Bob. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.